it's funny that probably a year 9 might be a common year for me as well. When I was 9 years old, my mom abandoned me, and it was the darkest moment ever. So my childhood was not that fun to be out. You know, this whole girl book you walk with, but you're just always writing down things. So yeah, then mentor, when I was 12, I guess, realized it was poems. So I put them down. So I wrote different things, but this is more of a collection of many of the linings that I came up with. My painful life, story of my life. There are days in my life when I was filled with emptiness. My heart leaked from pain and washed away with sorrows when I felt lost. I did not get what I wanted in my life, and times I was alone and filled with anger, agony, sorrow. I was vanquished, and my tears dropped down my cheeks, down to my pillow like a salt river with no river banks. My life my life had no stairs or ladders to climb up, no sailed smoothly to the destinations. My life was hopeless and helpless, like a man without a liver. Life is nothing but shattered dreams at night. Moonlight brightened across the window, but no one was close enough to hug me or care for my feelings. Nothing could be done. So I had to live with my destiny, the abandoned one. So as I watched others who had everything in life, questions of where the story of my life would lead, even a smile on my face was far away from me. Happiness, don't talk of happiness, that was kept away from me. I had to hug the darkness. Darkness had come the closer best friend that I had. And many broken promises I played deep in my life, that the outcome results made me feel so terrible, terrible. Terrible. My heart bleeds as I stand and stare at the shattered glass. An empty soul, now lost forever. Mending now is no longer an option. Alone, they're trying to find its reflection, but no one is staring back. The silence. The silence speak, but it cannot be heard. Words lost cause the tongue wouldn't move. The darkness had now become a resting place, wandering around and searching, but it was already gone. It was gone, the light. And I was no longer at the end of the tunnel. I was trapped. So yes, you could say that I had to leave. But I understand and I know, because leaving wasn't the option. Who would love me? Who would take care of me? Who would see me if my own mother didn't stay? First one. The second one is called Growing Up Isn't Fun Like I Thought. When it comes to mind your mind, most of these things are felt when we start realizing that we are humans or we're people, and the things that are happening around us feel much better of the weight when we know what's going on. So I'm gonna have to have you guys contribute a bit. Whenever I finish a stanza, I'm gonna have you guys be like, can you relate? Yeah. Growing up isn't fun like I thought. When I was young, I disliked being called young or sent out of the room for the grown-ups to talk. And now that I have grown, I wish I could go back to being young. Well, it came with a package, responsibility I cannot list. The equation of life has become unimagined. Running for help has skipped my choices. Every now and then, I realize that I am busy and everyone else is busy resting, and I can't blame. Growing up isn't fun like I thought. It's now that I understand. Whenever he came home, father, frustrated and weary, I called him moody sometimes, but now I understand the reasons behind him being hard and head flips, because growing up isn't fun like I thought. The waiting of that date, you all know the date of getting some money on your account. Duh. Your phone goes farther every time you wake up because bills are growing taller than you are. I mean, you are waiting to see that at least a notification of, girl, you got something on your phone rings and rings and rings like promises, like going to heaven. I hope everyone can relate. Man, take me back to being young. Growing up is exaggerated. Don't talk of those decisions, departing from your close friends, like throwing you in a bus and then them in a boat. I mean, who else can relate? I hate growing up. That time of having to be your best so the society sees you better and hiding your true self in the dark for light isn't for people like you. Keeping your mouth shut for times you wish you could scream. So growing is between I wish I could be young and again I wish I was older. So I have all that, but then I don't know because it's so damn scary. Oh my gosh, growing up is no joke. Can you guys relate? Yeah. Great. Last piece. If you guys notice the most handsome guy in this room, he's my boyfriend, my man. So most of the times I would come perform here and he would never be here. So I always send him videos and whatever. But this time he's here. So, babe, can you wave? That's all you can give to a son. You guys. Okay, so I made up something inspired by him. So we're from minding our minds to minding our hearts, I guess. I am sure. Yes, I am sure. When I wake up and open my eyes at that moment, my whole life is filled. For some reason, I feel complete. And when I am asked, I respond, yes, it's because I'm sure. Shun away from me doubt. He's made his statement and I believe. So I have believed it in this much that even if it was a daydream, I would pay my ransom to leave it. It is love, yes, I'm sure, and he loves me, that I know. He does it to me. Everyone can tell. I can see that even in his eyes, it glows, it blossoms, it shines. And when he does, I feel it and I feel alive, and that I am sure. I'm not sure where tomorrow I'll be. I'm not sure that I want to go with him. I'm sure that I did love him though until my last. And even if the world was collapsing, I would love losing my last breath with his kiss. So yes, I'm sure. I'm told I have a lot. He makes me feel I got it all. Because I have him, the pace of my heart is slower than a snail. And don't tell me that it isn't healthy, because I am at peace in his presence. And oh yes, I'm sure. It might not be him in the future, but it will be him, of course, because I made sure of it. I want nothing less, and I want nothing more. I declare him mine. May the universe and all of it be made notified that I am sure he's mine and I am his.